Hey, well, it's Huck, and I am driving to Warren right now in my new car. Well, it's not really new. This is a 2007 Hyundai Elantra. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've been pretty, overall, pretty pleased with my Honda Sonata. And, until I found out that the transmission was going, I haven't had any problems with it. Now, I'm keeping the Sonata. It apparently has a transmission problem, and so it's not going to be able to get much money. It's got, damage to it, and rust, and there are things on it that don't work, like the radio, and so I figure, it's a lost cause. I mean, I think somebody offered me $400 for it. Well, I just put $1,000 in tires and exhaust on it, so it's a sense of getting $400 for it. If I really need the money bad enough, I guess, I could always go that route. But for now, I think it's probably more valuable to me as a second car, just something to bop around town in. I've been driving it here for the last couple of days. I was looking for, what kind of vehicle I was going to buy, and it seemed to not, flare up. So anyway, let me give you a view of my car here. This is a 2007. It had very high miles on it. This car had 189,000 miles on it. I've never bought a car that many miles on it. But this car was so impeccably clean, inside and out. We put it up on a rack and looked at it, and there was not a speck of rust anywhere. The brake lines looked like new. There was just no rust anywhere, which is really odd on a car that's 12 years old here in Northeast Ohio. Clearly, the car was, garaged. I don't know how much, really foul weather it was driven in, although I understand these cars do really well. It's a heavy car. One of the things they did in 2007 when they redesigned this Elantra, apparently, was that they made it a priority to beef up the the safety elements of the car. So for instance, the car is much heavier. It's got the big, heavy, steel beams, in case you got T-boned or whatever. It's got the side airbags along with, the front airbags. But at any rate, let me show you the car. Very clean. Could use a wash. There's Gigi. So you can see there's no rust at all. It's very clean car. I hope you can see all of that. It's got all the power windows and power doors. It's just a plain Elantra. I guess they made a GLS model, and they made a limited model, but this is the regular or LE model, I guess. But still, it has cruise control, air conditioning. There's all the power things. It's got the power converter here. The auxiliary to plug in your phone, I guess. So I haven't figured out how to do that. It's got lots of little storage places for your glasses. I guess if you ever had something to throw in here, something here. It's got 2 storage places here. Plenty of storage in the doors. Anyway, I paid $2,500 for this car. And I tell you, I saw a lot of cars in the $3,500 range, $4,000 range that I really liked, that had fewer miles. But I was looking for something that I could avoid having to, make payments on. And I didn't want to be tied down to a 3-year deal of monthly payments, and then I'd have to get full coverage car insurance. And I called to see what that would cost. my car insurance would go up to about $500 every 6 months to maybe $600 every 6 months, depending on how new the car was. And again, I mean, I was only looking at cars, $4,000 and under. Thanks to the most generous help that I've been getting, and again, they've been coming through for me. So that help has been coming through, and it's only because of that I was able to do this. I was able to, in fact, that's where I put $1,000 down out of the bank that it was money I got from help, and I wrote out a $1,500 Discover card check, and this is one of these special checks, Discover card. I think normally my Discover card charges me like 22 or 24% interest or some crazy stuff, and so I kind of hold on to that card for an emergency. I don't use it much. I do currently have, I think, $178 yet that I'm still paying off on. I think when I got my exhaust system, put on my car here a little while ago, I used some of that card for that, for some of that. Well, at any rate, but I guess they're trying to get me to use my Discover card. So as an incentive, they sent me these checks and told me that if I, use it for any purchase or balance transfer, it'd be 0% interest for 1 year. So that's my goal, is to see if I can pay off this $1,500 within a year. Plus $178 I already owe. I guess I'm going to have to make payments of about $150, $140 a month. And it'll be tight, but I have a couple of bills that I've been paying all along that are almost paid up. I've got another credit card I owe about $160 on, so that's nearly paid off. I've got one of my ambulance bills. I had 3 ambulance bills of $265 each. One's paid off. I've got another one that's almost paid off. I've been paying each one of them like $20, $25 a month. I paid one off. I've got a second one I think I still owe them about $100. And then a third one that I owe a little bit more. So that second one's almost paid off. And my Binder and Binder bill, which is the law firm out of someplace in New York State, that near New York City, I think, they handled my Social Security claim. I highly recommend them. They got it through the first time, and at any rate, they charged me about $1,000, and so I've been paying them. I started off paying them, like $35 or $50 a month, but I wasn't able to keep that up. So I've been paying them religiously, and I've never missed a month. I've paid them at least $25 every month. And there was 1 or 2 months where I paid them $10. But at any rate, I am down to, I think I owe them just $75 now, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a long time. I've been paying them since I first started getting my, so I think so. I've been paying them since like January or February of 2016. And it's, 2019. So, but they are almost paid off. So I'm hoping that now that some of those things are going to be paid off, that'll free up a little bit of money to be paying on this. And again, none of this would be possible without, some really unbelievably generous, kind help. This has been a lifesaver. I was offered, like I say, about $400 for my other car. One place trying to sell me a clunky kind of Cobalt that I ended up not going through with. So I, with all of the problems with that car, I think I'm better off just keeping it. At any rate, for now. But heaven knows I'll probably need the money, and I'll probably cash it in at some point for what little I can get for it. But I don't know. The parts on it right now are worth more than I'm sure the car is. So anyway, I am on my way over to Dustin's house right now. And I thought I would show you the car. I'm kind of excited that I've got this. And I think this is gonna suit me real well. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you again real soon.